East Carolina, we have head coach Cliff Godwin and Garrett Saylor. We'll take an opening statement from Coach Godwin.
Man, what an atmosphere. Coach O'Connor and I talked before the game. We knew it was going to have to be a great crowd. It's packed, very similar to the way it was last year. Hard-fought game. UVA pitched great. We pitched great. They just were a little bit better. It's a game of inches. That ball Geloff hit. Hoover, I think, had it in his glove, but just couldn't hold on to it. So that ended up being a run. And we hit the ball hard. They hit some balls hard. It was just a pitching and defense day with the way the wind was blowing. But I told our guys last week when we lost the first game of the conference tournament that was going to prepare us for the postseason, because at some point in time that we were going to have to play with our backs against the wall. And man, I'm a pretty smart guy, I guess, because I foreshadowed that a little bit. But I know our guys will be ready to go tomorrow. You don't win 46 games and play the schedule that we've played and not be ready to play. And I'm just excited to get back out here tomorrow and play some baseball.
Thanks, Coach. We'll open it up for questions for Garrett. Just please introduce yourself along with your media agency for your first question. Go in front.
Garrett, Stephen Igo with Voice of Colors. You really gave your team a chance. Pitched around some singles, some contact. Just what do you feel like was working out there today for you?
I felt like I had every pitch working: fastball, curveball, slider. I think I need to do a better job of executing pitches late in the count. I got some good hits in there, but it's a good win day for me. I kept balls in the yard, but yeah, it felt good. Just attacking the zone. I knew there were good offense coming in. I knew I had to be sharp, but it was my job to just execute one pitch at a time, one inning at a time. But yeah, I felt good.
As a senior, do you step up and say anything after a loss like this, or you kind of know everybody has an idea of what to do?
Yeah, I think everybody knows what it takes. We did it last week. Had that long week, so everybody knows what to do, how to go from here. For me, it's just my job to make sure the dugout's locked in every pitch of every game. Give advice when needed, but we'll be ready for tomorrow.
Patrick Mason with Daily Reflector in Greenville. Just your thoughts on just how excited you were for this moment to get the start and just start off the team the way you did.
Yeah, I was very excited. I know all my career I've been whatever Coach G wants me to be. It could be a starter, it could be a reliever, but mostly a reliever. But you dream of games like this, atmospheres like this. It was an amazing atmosphere tonight. I felt like I was ready to go, and I think I gave us a chance to win the game.
Garrett, 52 pitches. You feel like you could come back if needed? I know you'll probably be asking for the ball if possible.
Yeah, I'll be ready to go tomorrow.
He was asking for the ball last week after we threw 100 some pitches, so yeah. I think he'll be asking for the ball again.
Figured so.
Any other questions for Garrett?
All
right, Garrett, you can either hang out or head back. And now we'll take questions for Coach Godwin. Jeff White.
Coach, you faced Nick Parker twice now in the NCAA tournament, once for Coastal, once for Virginia. What has made him so effective in those two games?
Well, last year he was much better. No offense, he only had one run. But last year we looked like we didn't see any of his pitches. We didn't know as much about him last year. I thought we hit some balls hard off of him tonight, but of course he is a really good pitcher. He's a Friday night starter in the ACC, so he knows how to pitch. He's been around the block. He just never throws the pitch that you think you're going to get in any count. So, and he makes it hard on you. And you have to probably execute a hit and run, or get a big hit in a situation, which we did. But we only got one run, and then they got Barry coming in, and he's got really good stuff as well. But our guys fall to the enemy. Wilcoxon smashed that ball to the shortstop, and he makes a great play. And then Joey Marini smashes that ball into right center field. So our guys competed to the end, which I'm super proud of.
Second.
Coach, do you change your approach at all when the wind's kind of blowing in, and do you try to be a little bit more cool with everything? Can I go on the center field? It just seemed like everything's kind of dying there.
Yeah, you can't pull the ball off Parker, or you're going to be spinning yourself in the ground. So our goal was to hit low line drives and ground balls, which we did. Just happened to be right at people, but staying inside the ball, not pulling the ball to the right side with all of our lefties. Because if you're doing that, you're playing it right into his hand. So, like I said, I thought our guys didn't give it bats away. We just didn't have anything to show for it.
Coach Jared Phelps in WITN. Can you tell us what happened on that play that you guys scored on?
I'll take the blame for it. I thought Carter was more by me than he was probably, and I was trying to hold Clonch up from going to third. So Clonch was bearing down, and I was trying to get him to stop because I didn't want them to throw him out of third before Carter scored. But Carter thought I was holding him up. It ended up working out for us, but that was not the way it was drawn up to be.
Okay, another one in the back in the shotgun.
Can you touch on facing Oklahoma again? You know, they put up 10 runs this morning. Looks like a little bit of a different team. I know it was Army and not you guys.
They're a good baseball team. I thought U Savage just did a really good job against them last night. They're they put a lot of pressure on you because they have a lot of speed, and they're probably the fastest team that we've faced. A couple guys faster than anybody we've faced all year. So we'll have our hands full, but you know what? If I have to be on one side, I'll be on the purple and gold, so we'll be ready to go.
Okay, and then shotgun.
What was the thought process going to Coach Piper in that spot?
If you go look at his splits, he's better versus lefties than he is versus righties, and we made it really hard on Teal, which is what we thought we could do with Anderson, and Anderson just got to a ball and was able to get into the outfield. So.
Okay.
Well, when Joey Barini got that hit in the fifth, I think it snapped like an 0 for 12. Did that just kind of loosen you guys up, you think, moving forward?
No, I mean, we hit some balls hard. We just hit it right at him. I don't think our guys pressed whatsoever. Last year, we got behind when Parker was pitching with Coastal so much. When you get behind 5 runs, he makes it really hard on you because you can't steal. You have to really gamble if you want to hit and run. So tonight, being a close game, we were still able to do some stuff. We executed a hit and run with Mullen. I know Mullen didn't get on base, but that put Cunningham at second base, which he was the only run that we scored.
All right, one more.
What does it say about just the game of baseball that there's so many balls hit hard, but it seemed like the ones that weren't hit hard were the ones that made the biggest impact in this game?
Yeah, good question. And that's the game of baseball. We talk about it all the time. I mean, if you line out a lot, then the game's going to pay you back with some blue tips at some point in time. So, like I said, our guys will be ready to go tomorrow. I will sleep good because I know our guys will be ready to play tomorrow.
Okay. All right, thanks, gentlemen.